Hello, I'm Larry Whelan, Acting Director for Planning, Environment and Economic Development in Meath County Council. In this short video message, I want to focus on the work of our environment team and some of the issues it has dealt with during the Covid-19 restrictions. The team has responsibility for a wide range of functions including litter and waste, water quality, air quality, beach management, septic tanks, climate change, dog and horse control, burial grounds and derelict sites. The period of restrictions impacted on our ability to deliver full services across all of these areas, but a number of them are designated as essential and were indeed critical during the public health lockdown. For example, in terms of water quality, while we cut back on the sampling of rivers and lakes and septic tank inspections, our officials were on hand to investigate cases of an emergency nature where there was a threat of pollution and especially where drinking water supplies were at risk. Similarly, we work closely with our key stakeholders and service providers in ensuring that waste collection and disposal services continued uninterrupted during the restrictions. The Council's recycling centres in Navan, Kells and Trim remained open throughout the lockdown. While the public were advised to use the centres only when essential, they were very busy, but measures were put in place to ensure social distancing and prevent a health threat to users. I suppose one issue of real concern during the period of restrictions was the increase in illegal dumping. Meath, similar to other counties, saw increases of illegal dumping of up to 40% on normal levels. Meath is a beautiful county and our countryside and heritage is an asset to be enjoyed by residents and visitors alike, and it's what helps make the county an attractive location of business, investment and job creation. It was therefore very disappointing to see a tiny minority of people take advantage of the lockdown to clear waste they have been holding for long periods or their day-to-day domestic rubbish and dump it on the roadsides or in rivers and streams or in our high amenity areas. As well as the financial costs of clean up to this waste, there is also cost to the county in terms of its reputation and image. Our community wardens continue to investigate complaints of illegal dumping and have been successful in identifying illegal dumpers in a number of cases, with legal proceedings to follow. We ask the public to remain vigilant in terms of illegal dumping and to never use the man-in-the-van type of collectors who do not have a valid waste collection permit. If in doubt, check the National Waste Collection Permit Office website www.nwcpo.ie. The Council has recently been awarded grant funding of €110,000 under the 2020 Anti-Dumping Initiative. The Council will work with local groups to target sites which are subject to continuous dumping to remove waste material, but also develop prevention and education measures. The funding will also provide for investment in technology to survey and map illegal dumping across the county so that we are better prepared to respond to future activity. While the COVID pandemic has seen the cancellation of various environmental initiatives, I am pleased to say the National Spring Clean, coordinated by Antashka, is going ahead from mid-June and will see the Council equipping community groups across the county to tackle litter black spots in their area. Finally, we have also had to address an increase in complaints relating to dog fouling waste during the restrictions. The Council is continuing to run awareness campaigns on local radio and on our social media platforms. We've been very busy over the last few months in trying to protect our environment. There are a couple of other aspects to our work also worth mentioning. Firstly, COVID-19 has sadly led to significant increases in the number of interments in our burial grounds, resulting in space constraints, particularly in Dunboyne and Trim. We've put in place interim measures in Dunboyne to provide additional capacity to the Roos Road Cemetery. And for Trim, a number of possible options are being considered at St. Loman Cemetery. We will continue to address capacity issues more generally. Secondly, the Council's Veterinary Officer has continued to ensure that the necessary regulatory controls were in place in abattoirs and meat plants, falling under his control at all times, and ensuring that temporary veterinary offices operating in some of the larger premises were not exposed to any risks associated with the virus. This has been important in protecting food supply lines throughout the lockdown. Finally, Our service levels are now returning to normal, and the Environment team looks forward to working with communities across the county to safeguard Meath's image as a clean and green county. Thank you.